Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to do just like a mini declutter and also share with you some of my skincare empties. In other words, this is a bunch of stuff that's just kind of leaving my life right now, and I thought I'd share it with you all before it goes. Okay, so we're gonna start with the skincare empties because it's pretty dang quick. I guess I should say makeup and skincare empties, but there's only one makeup product. So that one makeup item that's empty is the Essence Brow Designer Pencil. This was in my project pan and I used it all the way up. Really happy about that. This is a really good brow pencil. I believe they sell it for $1.99. However, last time I tried to buy this at Ulta, which is where I've always found it, they didn't have it. So I'm not sure if it's being discontinued or if Ulta just isn't carrying it anymore. But either way, good brow pencil if you can find it. And then I just have 4 skincare items that I want to share with you today. And also I just want to put it on your radar and let you know to subscribe if you're interested. I am going to be doing a skincare faves and fails, affordable skincare, I should say specifically. I just started diving into skincare kind of this year, and I have not taken the plunge into expensive skincare yet. So I wanted to do some sort of video rounding up my faves and fails. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe, but you'll get some kind of real quick preliminary thoughts on these 4 products here at least. So first up is the Inky List Peptide Moisturizer. And I probably actually have like one more use with this. It's like really close to the end, but I think I can scrape the insides just a little bit. But this is an interesting moisturizer. I have very dry skin, so I like things that are gonna be like pretty deeply moisturizing. This left my skin feeling a little bit dry, and also it made me oily for like the first time in 10 years. And I know it's this because when I stopped using it for like 2 weeks when I was traveling and I brought a different moisturizer with me, my skin was not oily. So I don't think it's like a skin change for me. I think it's because this is just maybe a little bit more oily than moisturizing for my skin anyway. I won't repurchase that one. I do love that it's fragrance free though. I'll put that out there. Next up is the Pacifica Vegan Cream Gel Cleanser. So it's a face wash. This is good. It's good. I like it. The only thing that bothers me is that it has a claim on here that says it gently removes makeup and dirt, and it in no way even remotely removes my makeup. Like, absolutely does not do that, and it bothers me that it's like the first line of text under the name of the product. I will also say that if you like something that's like a very foamy lather, this may not be for you. It's kind of more creamy and it does lather a bit, but not a lot. It's 4.7 fluid ounces, and I think I paid $11 for it. So it's actually pretty good value for cruelty-free, affordable skincare. Okay, and then 2 products here from Coco Kind, and they were the first 2 products I ever tried from the brand, and I'm happy to report I love them both, so spoiler. The first one here is the Glow Essence with Sea Grape Caviar, and it looks clear now because once the bottle was empty, I cleaned it out and I just filled it with water to kind of spray my brushes for eyeshadow. So disregard the fact that there's product in there. It's just my tap water. You would normally apply something like this. It's a hydrating spray. You would apply it after a toner and then before you add any like serums or anything like that or a moisturizer. It, of course, recommends that you spray it directly on your face and then like pat it in with your fingertips, but I don't like wasting product. So I spray this directly into the palm of my hand and then like pat it on my face. And I use a lot less that way. And I feel like it still gives me the same effect. So this is very hydrating. I love this. So I went maybe like 2 or 3 weeks between this bottle and the new one that I just bought. And I noticed a measurable difference in how dry my skin felt. So I'm really happy with this product. I would purchase it again for sure, and it lasts forever. I think I had this one maybe 5 months because I was using it, spraying it into my palm like a cheap ass. So Okay, and then also from Coco Kind, I tried their Matcha Face Moisturizer. And I bought this in the winter months, probably like February, end of February maybe. And it lasted me a surprisingly long time for 1.7 ounces. So it's a nice glass container. I'm gonna clean it out. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use it for, but I'll use it for something. And let me just read this little description on the thing. It says it's a deep hydrator for energized skin. And I would say that's extremely accurate. This is a very deep moisturizer. So in contrast to that Inky List one where I feel like it was not providing enough hydration and moisturization, this made my skin feel so soft and smooth and supple, which is something I don't normally have. Normally my skin is like dry and tired. So I really appreciated this product so much. I will say this is probably the most expensive skincare product I've bought. I think it's like $20 for this little jar, which I know to some people sounds like nothing, but coming from someone who only ever bought like the cheapest face products that I could find, like I bought the cheapest thing I could find at the store. So coming from someone with that background and kind of just looking into skincare for the first time, this is a little pricey for me, but honestly, I think it's more than worth the money. I think this winter I'm gonna have to go back to using this because I just loved it so much. So that's kind of the empties I have. Like I said, I'm gonna have that kind of more full, complete thoughts on my skincare video coming soon. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, and now into the makeup declutter portion of this. Let's start with one that you all already know I'm decluttering if you watch my Project Pan series. So this is the e.l.f. Pink Minx lipstick. This is supposed to be a moisturizing lipstick and it's just not. It's extremely dry. It emphasizes all of the lines in my lips. It's really unflattering. The color is like okay for me. It's like a standard pinky peach. So there's nothing outstanding about the color and the formula sucks. So I'm getting rid of this. Oh, and now we have a sad one for me. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I actually have it in 2 shades because I'm kind of in between. And I bought this foundation for my wedding. I bought it a long time ago, back like, I think honestly, even before we were engaged probably, because I knew I wanted to do my own makeup for my wedding. And so I now have switched over to be a cruelty-free channel, and Makeup Forever is not cruelty-free by any stretch of the imagination. So it's just time for me to get rid of these. They've served their purpose. I got married. I loved my makeup, but I just don't need these anymore the same way that I needed them to do that wedding makeup. And I was kind of holding on to these to try to find something comparable in the cruelty-free space. I wanted to have them side by side to compare, but I know this formula in and out. I know this formula. I know what it's like. I know what I like about it that I'm looking for in something else. So I don't need to keep these around for comparison purposes. I will know when I find a comparable product. Next up is my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Bill. And really the only reason I'm getting rid of this is because it's pretty dang old. It's pretty old and it's definitely pretty dried up. I try my best to put these lids back on like super, super tight when I do. And interestingly enough, my Super Shock Shadow in Amaze, which I bought at the same time, is not drying up. So I don't know if it's just because these matte shades dry up a little quicker or what, but this one is dry enough now that it's not really like having the Super Shock effect on my eyes. And I have so many purpley mauve eyeshadows that it just doesn't make sense for me to keep this one that's kind of not in its prime anymore. Okay, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I have such a wishy-washy relationship with this next product. So this is the Milani Rose Powder Blush Palette. And I have kept this dang palette for this center shade forever. And I'm tired of doing that. It's big, it's really bulky. It's like really thick, it's really big. And it's taking up a lot of space. It's not like I'm super short on space, but it just annoys me every time I look at it that I'm keeping this whole entire thing with 2 other shades that I don't really like. I mean, this one's fine, but it's nothing super special. And this shade I absolutely hate. It's terrible. It's really, really bad. So I decided I am going to try to take apart all of this plastic on the outside, get it all stripped down, and I'm gonna try to save this center shade. I know it's not exactly like a super special pink blush. It's just a really nice pink blush and I really love it. I use it all the time in the winter, all the time. So I wanna try to salvage it. If I can't and it cracks and breaks, fine, I will let it go. It's time for me to let it go. But I know that if I'm gonna keep it, I wanna try to get it out of this packaging. So this is like a 2/3 declutter, right? Like I'm definitely getting rid of these two shades and I'm gonna try to keep that center one. Okay, and then I have two other lip products. The first is the NYX Slip Tease in the shade Bang Bang. This has been one of my all-time favorite lip colors for literally years. I love this so, so much, but that last phrase is the exact problem. It's been a couple years, maybe like 4, 5, 6 years, and this is expired. It smells so bad and it's like leaking oils out of the top. So this just really needs to go. Really, really needs to go. I do love this color though. I'm a little sad to see it go. And then last up here, I have my Ofra lip gloss in the shade Millie. So this is from the collaboration Ofra did with Samantha March earlier this year, and I wanted to try out this formula because I never had. So it came in a little pack of like 3 glosses all in the same formula but different shades, and I decided to keep Millie, which is like the OG that Samantha March did with them. Well, it turns out I just don't really like this formula. I thought it would grow on me, honestly. I thought I would like come around to it. And I know a lot of people really, really love it, but it's just like too thick, too chunky, too glittery for my taste. I don't like how it feels on my lips. And so I rub my lips together a lot and then that glossiness goes away. And then I'm literally left with just like white chunks of glitter on my lips and it just doesn't turn out well. This one makes me a little sad because it is pretty wasteful. I haven't hardly used this since the first time I reviewed it. And because it's a lip product, it's not really sanitary to like pass this on to people. So it makes me sad because I probably am gonna have to just let it go. But it is what it is. Okay, so that is it. A bunch of stuff that's just kind of headed out of my skincare and makeup collection. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Thank you so, so much for watching and I will see you next time.